What's going on, guys? Welcome to the one of the first, if not the first, that you'll be watching of the daily grind that I'll be doing, hopefully daily. It's gonna be, if you didn't watch the intro, which I'll go into more into depth about, is it's just basically what you guys are doing every day in Genshin, and that is just doing the grind. My objective with these is to kind of create content that I like doing, or I like watching rather. And that is, I don't necessarily need to watch it. I can just put it on in the background while I'm doing something and kind of just listen in. I really like that content these days, especially after I get off work. I can just throw it on and do a quick, just watch a quick video, and that's kind of what my aim is here. As for like what I'll be doing, I mean, because it's pretty mundane, I'll just be talking about in terms of the gameplay. It's just kind of, like I said, it's kind of doing what you guys are doing. But I will also, be talking about stuff like what I like about the game, what I dislike about the game. It's worth noting I'm a very casual player. It's likely that most of you watching know more than I know. I have been playing on and off since the beginning of the release. It's just I recently, it's probably been about a year, I guess, I picked up the game and have stuck with it. And and a lot of things I'll be talking about, like how I play the game and you know, the good things about it, and etc. And if you guys play it differently, you guys can, you're welcome to like leave a comment below if you guys think I'm a noob. Let me know because I definitely am. I don't know the ins and out of this game, but yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about with it for sure. And so yeah, like today I'm just gonna be talking about like my routine, like what I like to do day to day. Like I said, it's gonna be mostly like what you guys do and like what team I'm using. I don't think this is like a recommended team. I just really like. Um, I mean, it's these four right here. I also am like terrible with the names of these characters, but Ayaka, Kazuha, Raiden, and Kokomi. I really like this team. Like she is awesome. If you guys don't use her or don't have her, she is by far my favorite. I really like him because of the crowd control. Like he does something that I don't. I'm sure maybe there's other characters that do something similar, but like how you just pull in all the enemies, and then use her elemental skills, just kind of ridiculous. It feels so good. And then I use her. I mean, she's a water support for freeze for her, and then I mean, Raiden is Raiden. So if you don't have Raiden, I would get her. Um, yeah, so that's just kind of like a rough look at my team. Like I said, it's not like min maxed or anything. I have a long way to go on getting it like perfect. She is. I do have her 10, the triple 10 here. She's the only one I have maxed. Um, so yeah, like my daily thing is like just I'm sure it's just like I just do my commission and then I just burn my resin. That's pretty much it, and that's really gonna be my daily thing as I talk about stuff that I think is cool about the game, and in the future I'll be doing, of course, probably um, I'll do like longer form videos and go more into depth on like, for instance, like everyone like hate like and people like the game, but obviously there's people like, oh, it's a pay to win game and all that stuff, and it's like, yeah, it can be, but it's completely unnecessary to pay to win this game. It's insane. Like, and you can look at my account, by the way, and if you're like, oh, am I pay to win here? I have spent money on this game, but it is less. I want to say it's probably like $180 I've spent, and I've got quite a few 5 stars, as you can see. And yeah, it's like one. It's probably like 180 bucks is my guess. And I can talk about like what I usually spend, like how I spend it, um, and stuff like that, like and like best bang for the buck, etc. And just how like it's not necessary to just go and like kind of like just wail on stuff. It's because you don't need the constellations on the 5 stars. So yeah, this is just like I said. Anyone that knows how to play this game probably just watch me do that and they're like, what is he doing? I just kind of spam buttons honestly, like when I'm doing this stuff because it's not exactly the most challenging content. well, the other thing too is like if you go look at my world, it's like I there's so much stuff I have left in my world to do. Like I don't even think I've done this domain for even once. So I just didn't, I never really felt like doing it, and that's kind of true for a lot of things. As for the story, a lot of people say the story is good, and honestly, like one of the reasons, like I started playing this game and like I kind of stopped playing because like I don't know, there's like things that I just don't like, and it's the dialogue box is really driving me crazy. So I don't follow the story, even though people say it's really good. I really need to like go back and because I skipped so much of it, so I don't really follow it anymore. I can't follow it because I don't really know what the hell happened, and so I really need to go back and you know, uh, kind of like figure out like what has happened so I can follow it going forward. Because and I did kind of like follow the Raiden part, and that was kind of cool. So I need to go back and check that stuff out and see what I like, or see if I'll actually like it. So I should follow it. Because yeah, the cutscene or the dialogue is just it is really gets on my nerves, to be honest with you. And I'm sure that bothers people that are listening because Final Fantasy 14 is the same way, and Final Fantasy 14 is one of my favorite stories of all time. And if people said they hated that story, I'd be like, you clearly did not follow or finish it because it is an amazing game, as most people say. But yeah, so I'm just going around doing these commissions, like just the basic crap in this game. I've been using this team. What is going on here? I have never had this. I've never had this commission before. I switched to I switched because I just did the default. Wait, is this even part of? I don't even know if this is part of the commission. I did switch off of like the default commissions a while ago because I was told that these are better to do, and I'm not exactly convinced of that. Um, they're like the same. I wouldn't necessarily say they're better or worse. Yeah. So yeah, this will be kind of the plan. I'm just gonna jump on here and just talk about random stuff, and you'll see some longer form videos in the future. And one of the big things I want to talk about, and I'll get into at some point, is like the pay to win stuff, which I kind of touched on, and potentially playing free to play, which I don't think you could play this game free to play for sure, but I don't see why there's any reason. Like I feel like you've got to have $5 a month, and if you do, this is just I forget what it's even called, but yeah, that this is just it's such a if you just do the math on this, it's just really kind of hard to pass up. If you're gonna do any sort of rolling for 5 stars, you really should spend the like skip the Starbucks latte, you know, and grab that every month. So yeah. So I don't know who's like I said, she's my favorite character in the game, just because I mean like just the ice like the, I don't know you call it ice skating, whatever the hell you call this movement. Uh, and then he's obviously I recommend him for sure. Like if I had to recommend any single character, it would probably be Kazuha or whatever his name, however you say his name, just because it's just the crowd control is really ridiculous. Yeah, it's not really replaceable. You just group everything up and you just blast it. It feels amazing. And obviously like his elemental skills, elemental burst is pretty good. Did I do 4 of them? No. Gotta do this one over here. Is there anything closer? Yeah, there is. As for my resin, it really depends on. It obviously depends on like what I'm working on, and a lot of times it's like how much time do I have for the day. Sometimes I'll just burn it on the ley line outcrops. Not that one specific. I did actually do these the other day because I'm kind of getting low on Mora, but sometimes I just like to refill the experience scrolls. I think a lot of people would say that's a waste, and it's pretty arguable that it is. You know, I could yeah, I could see that point of view. I am on the max world level too. If any, I don't know if that popped up. Yeah, max world level. Took me forever to get there, just because I was like kind of a slacker about. I would like get my my world. I just grind experience, but I wouldn't do the quest, so I just kind of like sat on it. I think when I went from like 45 to 50, I went instantly. Like I was stuck on 45, and I went to like 51 when I did the quest or whatever, or I went basically to whatever the max was before I do the next quest. I guess it'd have been 50. It'd have been 45 straight to 50. Um, I don't do all of the bosses every week. I haven't done any this week. It's only Wednesday for the just for the record. But I mean, obviously I do this guy and I do this chick and I do the little guy over here. Those are the three I do. Sometimes I'll do the Storm Terror guy, but not. I don't really do it that much anymore, just because I don't think I need anything off of him. You can get like the item that lets you transform materials. Those are nice, and then you can get the weapon crafting pieces too. But I haven't been doing him. So, all right. So, what am I gonna do with my resin today? I just go through. I need to make a list, to be honest. To just be entirely honest, because I usually will just go through. I don't know who's because I'm not really gonna. I would take this to 10 eventually, but like I could easily do this. Like I could go get his. Today's Wednesday, so it's not gonna work. What am I leveling this? I have so many of these though. I don't think I even need to do more of them. I have a ton of her material. She's kind of where I want her because I use her basically as support. Don't think I'll take her to 10 here for a while. I'll take this to 10 eventually. But I need crowns. Like crowns are just, you know, I'm pretty bad about getting crowns to be honest. I kind of just I get around to them sometimes. um, yeah, I don't think he's like my next project to be honest. Like him and his team. I'm gonna do my second team is gonna be him and her. I just got these two like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, see if I get a decent amount of these. I mean, this is the green ones. I don't know how my purple ones and blue ones look. Let's see. Artifacts. I could grind artifacts. Like my artifacts are pretty pitiful. Like they're just they're not very good. They're usable, right? Like I used to like it's been a while since I've tracked like what stats I'm actually looking for on all these. So I need to make a list of like what I'm trying to find, like what exactly I want. What is like the bis, so to speak. I could grind this, but um, like I think he just has a really bad artifact set to be honest with you. No, I think he's supposed to be using this according to the the gurus, the min maxers. That's another thing I don't really. I mean, this is like just how I play the game. I think most people probably play the game the same way, that we don't really try out a lot of these characters. Like you're just looking for one thing and you're dumping all of your resources into the 5 stars and like not really experimenting. I don't really experiment at all. I just go look up, what's recommended and stuff, and I don't really get into like, oh, let's try this, let's try that, because it would be fun to do that. It would be really fun to. This is why I used to Luke for all. He was my first 5 star actually. I used him forever. I currently do not use him. I've actually got him at Max Constellation. Zing Q. I want to get him in a team again because I have not used him since I've hit the Max Constellation. So Um, there are probably some Ascension materials that I could get, but I think I've got a decent amount for because the next person I'm going to ascend is where's she at? It's not no, not you. Did I pass her? Yeah, her Shinobu. Yeah, see, I don't even know. I will probably need more of these, but I don't know. I can't remember how many you need to go to. I'm only going to take her to 80 at the beginning. That's usually what I do. I'll take them to 80, and I don't go to 90 for like a long while, because the 80 to 90 jump is pretty big. So, oh, so what do you guys do? Like, what do you guys do? You guys, leave a comment below on like when you don't really have a project that you're kind of working on. Like, do you just go do you kind of just, I don't know, go find some artifacts that you're like, I could probably use, like I don't have perfect artifacts here, I'll go do those, or do you do the ley lines? Um, yeah, what do you guys do? I think today, um, yeah, I think today I'm just gonna do ley lines. I need Mora, but I also have kind of burnt through my my stash of scrolls recently, so I could go do. I don't know if I want to do that one. Let's go to the original zone. Yeah, like one thing I found is people really complain about the pay to win of this, and it's just like you really could play this game for free. There's a perfectly fine 4-star comp that you can go, and then you can just save up your Prima Gems and just roll the 5-star you want, and just get a good driver is like a good main DPS. That's like what I would probably do. Um, and to me, I just get what I like, honestly. Like I did not need the all-time or whatever that guy's name is. I did not need him, but I really like how he plays, so I went with him. I love her charge ability like this. I love that. I don't even know it's good to use it. It seems good. I use it constantly though. It just feels really good. Right, let's use that. And there's a lot of different things too that I'll eventually get into detail, like what I really like about the game. I love like I said, kind of like I said before too. I'm not a huge fan of the story, but like I said, I could probably get into that if I gave it a chance. But I love the grinding aspect. I love how you can just focus grind things. Also, like I work at 9 to 5, so I don't like getting off work and having to deal with people so much. So I can just get on and just knock out exactly what I want. I mean, it takes me 20 minutes to do this if I just go through it as quickly as possible. So, and I mean, you guys know that, right? But I don't know how much people spend Prima Gems on resin or how much people go around and farm the materials that the world monsters drop that are used for leveling. I do that sometimes, like only when I really need to. But I do love the fact that you can do that. It's a really, it's just, it feels great that you can just be like, I need this, and then you just go and you literally just go and get it. It feels really good. Something I really, really like about the game. Use that. Let's keep going. Yeah, so I also used, like I said, I used Diluc for a really long time. He's just okay. Um, that team, it got me through. But I mean, Raiden was I think Raiden was the first one I made sure I got her because my buddy plays this game and I saw him with her and I was like, oh, she's awesome. I think I need her. And then of course I use Kazuha one time in the trial, and I talked to my buddy about her, and he's just like, I couldn't imagine not having him. I really couldn't. Like when I switch teams, or if I go to a team that he's not in, it's gonna probably be really frustrating because the crowd control aspect of him is just it's irreplaceable. Honestly, really is. All right, we got. Yeah, the crafting system is pretty cool. I like the crafting system for sure. I like, you know, just like more or less like the resource system, breaking it down. I think it's simple. You know, I think that's probably what appeals to me about it is it's grindy, it's rewarding, and it's very simple. Yeah, 'cause I used to, like, I'm sure there's people in here too that's played Path of Exile. Like that game is just I can't even play it anymore because it's just so there's just too much going on with it. It's really is excessively complicated. So yeah, just super simple. I've heard in the past too, like that I it's an old streamer that used to play this game, and he was going on. He's a huge whale, like just unbelievably massive, and he just would go on about how the game needs to be more challenging, and it's like I don't like I disagree with that, just because like you want the game to be accessible by the majority of the people. Like I think you want the game to be you can get the game to be easy and farmable with someone that is either spending no money or spending just like a little bit of money, you know. Like that is ideal. And he's and obviously I swear he spent enough money to have like capped constellations on 5 stars, which is bonkers. By the way, I just couldn't imagine spending that much money on a video game. But yeah, so I just like really disagree with that. I think the difficulty of this game is like spot on. They do a really good job. Like if you go into a world level too early, that's early. I think I'd mentioned that I didn't used to do the world level like leveling up my world on time. I would just like sit on lower world levels, and I would do that for efficiency of time, not necessarily resources, obviously, because I'm getting less resources not doing that. But yeah, I would keep it because I just like I get off work and I'm just trying to. A lot of times I'm just trying to get stuff done. Like I want to use my resin and I want to get my commissions done and whatnot. So I would not do that for a while. I didn't do it until I knew I could like just annihilate the enemies like super easy. If I want a challenge, I go to the abyss. Yeah, the abyss. I've honestly have not spent a lot of time there though. Like I've never really. I don't have a good second team, so I can't really. This is good. Get out of here. Yeah, the Spiral Abyss. I really have not taken this to yeah floor 8, chamber 3. I don't think that's very high, and that is really because I don't have two good teams, right? I all my effort has been put into one team. I could probably build. I was able to build a half decent second team, but it's nowhere near my main team. My main team is pretty strong. Uh, in terms of like getting I know that there's like obviously there's like the min maxers out there. I've seen some of the damage that their Raiden does is just kind of bonkers. I don't really understand like how they get her damage so high. So I'm like kind of a noob in terms of that. But I kill stuff. I murder stuff mostly by freezing them to death. It's a good time. Yeah, for a long time I used like when Kokomi was or when her banner was going, I was using Bennett with this team, who's also really good by the way, but it was just so nice to get a like a Hydro character with with Ayaka for the freeze. It was super big. Just the freeze is so convenient. Alright, how much do I have left? One more. Yeah, we're just gonna burn this today. I need to make a list. That's one thing I want to do is I need to go through. I'm probably just gonna do it in Excel and go through and list. So I can just like and basically list like what do I need, what is my primary focus, what day can I do them on. So I don't have to like go in and like figure it out. I can just go to the list and be like, okay, today is this day. I can go in and get these artifacts or get these essential materials, etc. So I don't really do that right now. As you can see, I just kind of wing it. Do some people actually use, and it would be smart to use the characters that are better at exploring, because I do not do that. I just run around with my team. That's it. That's all I do. Tell you, it never gets old. It never gets old. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's the daily grind. A lot of times I'm gonna do an extended video or do a second video beyond the daily grind, just to get you guys some extra content if you guys are interested in watching it. And it'll be just like the secondary. Like after I do my daily grind, if I have time to do stuff, I'll just go. Like I said, like everyone else that's doing this, that's playing this game, does the same thing. You just go and farm like stuff like this, um, and just keep talking about stuff. I guess it'll be pretty. Um, it'll depend on like how much I have to talk about, if there's anything new going on, or if there's a particular topic that I can cover and just like kind of rant about. That's really what this is, just a rant. You know, hopefully keep you guys busy as you're doing the mundane tasks of Genshin Impact. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Legend. I really appreciate you guys checking out the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me how much a noob I am. It's fine. Like I get it. Like I said, I'm casual. I'm probably more casual than most of you guys, but yeah, I'm trying to get out there and hopefully give you guys some entertainment. Anyways, see you next time. Peace.